How's it going, everybody? This is Vanguard Badlands, bringing you another video. This time, it's another deck profile time. And this time, it's another Vanguard deck, but it is a Tachikaze deck. And this deck, really fun. Got to play it a lot. Gotta say, this is another fun deck for an Excel deck I really enjoy. I played a lot of Excel decks. I gotta say, this one, Pale Moon, Morkumo, maybe Golds? I'm not quite sure. I have to find a good build for that. But you guys will see it in the upcoming videos. But yeah, I gotta say, this deck is very fun. There's a lot of strategy. You'll know what I mean. If you play the deck, you know how the deck works. How you have to think and all that. But let's get to the video. And let's get to the deck profile. Alright, for our first main grade 3. Whew. We run 4. And we run Ravenous Dragon Gigarex. That's a big name to pronounce. Alright. Well, his effect, we'll skip that card. Put that off to the side, because his text is hard to read in this lighting. Alright, let's read his effect now. Vanguard Circle. So, this card has no rearguard effect, just a Vanguard. So, pretty much he's your main card that you want to consistently ride over, if you have the option to. If he's in your hand, of course. But let's get to his effect. When this unit attacks, put up to one card face down on top of your deck as an equip gauge to each of your rear guards, and this unit gets plus 5,000 until the for each rear guard that you have. So if you have 5, he gains 25. Pretty good boost. It's a real good card. And his other effect is discard 5 equip gauges. 3 of your front row units get plus 5 until the end of turn, and your opponent takes a damage. That's if he has 4 or less damage in his damage zone. So if he has 5, you can't really kill him for that turn. But a real good card, really good pressure card. If your opponent miracle heals and he's back to 5 damage or 4 damage while you're at 4 and he heals for a drive check on his turn, you could just punish him for that heal and be like, you know what, get that heal out of here. We don't want that. We don't want that miracle here going off. But the thing is, you have to have 5 equip gauges. And if you don't know what an equip gauge is, it's pretty much like that. This is an equip. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the old days, you know how we kids used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! When equip card, we thought we always had to put it under our Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. But we found out that's not how it worked. I don't know if you play like that. That's how I played. But I kind of knew that it took up a space in the 5 spell and trap card zone. So I didn't cheat that hard. But I was a kid, so you can't blame me. And let's get to the other grade 3. We run 4 Tyrant Deathrex. Love the old school art style, even in SP version. He looks super sick. And his new form. Not quite a fan of this artwork, but what can you do? Rerun 4 of those. And let's get to his effect. Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. So it works both ways. When this unit attacks, cost Soul Blast 1 and retire one of your rear guards. Choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards and retire it. And this unit gets 10,000 until the end of turn. Until the end of that battle, not turn. For each equip gauge under that rear guard. So, say you had this on your rear guard, and he was on your Vanguard Circle or Rear Guard Circle, right? You got a Soul Blast 1, retire one of your units, and you get to retire one of his units. And for each card under him, he gets plus 10. So, this is 1, 2, a 3. And he gets plus 3,000. So he's going to be hitting for a big number, guys. And that's really good. So there's cards in the deck that can boost up his power level. or fix how you want to use his effect later on in the battle. And you'll see what I mean later on. And we run one of this guard restrict guy, I believe. Hope I'm not thinking of a different card again. When this unit gets 5,000 during your turn for each equip gauge equipped to this unit. So again, every card that's under him, he gets +5, and it's an okay ability. But he has an XL, so if we ride him by accident, it's no big deal. But it only works on rearguard circle, so he's gonna be a vanilla if he's on your vanguard circle. So that's what sucks. But it's okay because he has an XL circle that you can activate when you ride on him. When you ride, not ride on him, but you know what I mean. Now let's read his other ability. When this unit attacks a vanguard, you may move all the equip gauges to one unit to this unit. Wait, what? When this unit attacks a vanguard, you may move all of the equip gauge to one of your units to this unit. So yeah, I read that right. So you can fix any equip gauge from one unit and move it to him. So it's not bad. Pretty much this is a good combo right here. Move one all the way to him. He attacks, gets +5. You attack with him, retire him, and they get bigger. So pretty much these two guys will be hitting for big numbers. Now let's get to 4. So he wasn't a guard restrict. I think I'm thinking of a different card from Nova Grapplers. They're like rare grade 3, I believe. But let's get to the grade 2s. Gotta stop mixing up these effects from different clans. We run 4 Ravenous Dragon Mega Rex. And his effect is Vanguard or Rearguard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost, retire another Rearguard and draw a card. If this unit's on rear, Counterblast 1, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge to this unit, and this unit gets 5,000 until the end of turn, until the end of that battle for each equip gauge to this unit, which is pretty good. And there, like again, there's another grade 2 that you can move around equip gauges when he attacks your opponent's vanguard, so you can start moving equip gauges all around for different power boost levels, which is pretty good. But here's our grade 2. This is a good one. You gotta run 4. And this is the card that's gonna help you gain hand advantage a lot, or fix your hand a little bit. His effect is when he's retired from rear, Counterblast 1. You don't have to, and choose 2 cards under him, like 2 equip gauges under him, and add them to your hand by counterblasting 1. So if you have 3, you can only choose 2 specific ones that you want and add them to your hand, which is real good. So you can add a PG if you put a top card under him, or anything like that. Anything that you're going to need next turn, or anything like that. You know what I mean. I kept saying like that. But here's the other grade 2 that we run. We'd run 4 of these. And this is the guy that's going to be fixing your equip gauges around, that you can have how you want it to be. And they're both rearguard effects, so let's read them. When placed from hand, you may put the top card face down as an equip gauge to one of your other rearguard units. So you get to put your equip gauge anywhere other than this card. So that's pretty good. And his other effect is when he attacks your opponent's vanguard, you may move any equip gauge from one of your rearguards to another rearguard. So yeah, this guy's going to be your big fixer-upper. And then here's this guy. Actually, I'm not going to think right now. I'm just going to read the effect and see how this goes. During the battle attack, when your opponent would call card to guard from his or her hand, he or she must call 2 at the same time. This is the card I was talking about. Sorry. This is the guy that is kind of a guard restrict a little bit. Not really. It just makes him call more cards to the guardian circle. So you want this on your XL to hit 19. It's really good. I run one of these because he's not really big of a card that you would want. You got other cards that can finish your opponent off. And let's read his other effect. At the end of the battle that it attacked, discard an equip gauge from this unit. If you can't, you retire it. So if you don't have an equip gauge under him that you can remove off of, he's gonna go bye-bye. You're not gonna see him ever again because you only run one, or I do. So yeah, I don't really use him a lot because I have other cards to kill my opponent with, as you can see. Now let's get to the grade 1s, the good grade 1s. We got Sonic Nova, and we run 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. His effect is when it boosts your rear guard, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge to the boosted unit. So when he boosts any unit, it doesn't have to be grade 2. It can be a grade 1, grade 0, anything. So when it boosts, put the top card as an equip gauge to the unit that it's boosting. And that's pretty much it. His other effect though is Vanguard or Rear Guard. When attacked or the attack unit it boosts hits a Vanguard, retire one of your rear guards and draw a card. So this is how I do it. So when I have 2 equip gauges under him, 2 equip gauges that I want under him, I retire him, counterblast 1, get those 2, and by him retiring this one, I get to draw again. So I get 3 cards into my hand from that effect. And it's real awesome. Real good. And we won 4 of these guys. This card's not bad, but never really use him because he wastes a Soul Blast. And I have a grade 3 that already uses Soul Blast. So it depends how I want the effects to go. If I want more hand power, this is a card that I want to be using more often. But if I'm going for attack power, we got Rex over there to give us that attack power. But let's read his effect. When placed, put the top card of your deck as an equip gauge to this unit. Don't need to explain that. Y'all already know what I mean by now as an equip gauge and how it works. Now let's read his other effect. It's a continuous effect. When this unit is retired from mirrors, you may Soul Blast 1, return up to 1 equip gauge from this unit into your hand. So it's an okay card. It's not the grade 2. It's grade 1, and it's okay. It's not bad. Now let's get to the other grade 1. We run 3 Winged Dragon Skype Tarot. This card I really never use. This card is not something that I use in this deck. I'd rather ride it, use it as a guard power, but this card, I'm not really a fan of it. But I'll read you the effect. It's when this unit is retired from mirror during your turn only, my turn, counterblast 1, and this unit is returned to the hand. So you can use it if you want to use it as a boost and then retire it and get back to your hand for guarding later. That's good, but I never had the troubles of guarding because of my grade 2 always fixing my hand, getting the cards that I need, and my other grade 2 for rearranging my equip gauges. So if I accidentally put a top card of my deck as an equip gauge and it's a PG, it's okay. I'll get it in my hand eventually when I retire a unit. Now let's get to the grade 0s. Like always, like every deck, we run Dragon Egg. This is not run in every deck. It's only for a Tachikaze deck. But y'all know what I mean. When rolled upon, yeah, draw a card. Pretty basic stuff. And we got the basic trigger lineup from any deck. We run 4 heals, 4 crits. Let's make that 8 right there. And then 4 draw PGs. Pretty much your basic stuff for any deck that doesn't use front triggers. And there's a lot of decks that don't use front triggers in Excel decks. Pretty much they want to go for the crit for a lot of pressure, early game pressure, and then make your opponent struggle towards the end because you already critted them early game. And they're already panicking because they're already at 3 to 4 damage and you got all these attacks coming in if you went first. So that's going to be putting a big disadvantage to your opponent. And it's going to be starting thinking a lot more to what's you're going to be guarding next with. But yeah, this is a deck profile of a Tachikaze deck for Standard. Real fun deck. Really use this deck a lot. Still figuring out some good combos, some resource management with this deck, because you can really deck out with this deck if you're really going for the long game and you're not killing your opponent fast enough and you're barely surviving, you and him. You'll find out you're going to be decking out faster than he is, because you're going to be using a lot of equip gauges to get that power boost and try to kill your opponent, but he lives, which automatically turns out pretty bad for you, because that means more turns that you're going to be taking, more drawing for each turn, and more equip gauges equipped to your rear guards to get their power boost up. And it's just a bad time if you can't kill your opponent fast enough before you deck out. But I never had that truffle besides one match, because I was focusing on my opponent's rear guards. I was facing a Murakumo deck with this, and I just he couldn't let Mushimi die. That grade 3 with guard 2 from your hand. But yeah, other than that, this deck is very fun. Will kill your opponent very fast. Other than that, that's the deck profile, guys. It's Vanguard Badlands. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like always, hit the like button if you liked it. Comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Other than that, peace out, guys. Vanguard Badlands. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I was saying. But yeah, this is me signing out. Peace.